I am Saee Purnapatre, the co-founder of the Panaah Communities. So in 2021, when the schools reopened, one day I saw one of my students, Sabha, sitting in the corner. She looked very exhausted and I wondered whether she is even learning what I'm teaching today. I went ahead and asked her and she said, Didi, I couldn't study anything yesterday as my mother made me string garlands up till the midnight. And it just bothered me because Sabha was one of them who couldn't even read 3-letter, 4-letter words in her grade 8. Now, that also made me realize that the environment that I'm trying to create for my children or the values I'm trying to build are just limited to these 4 walls of my classroom. I talked to my peers and I realized this is just not Sabha's story. This is story of many more students across the country. So we decided to set up after school spaces in the communities, and as these spaces, as these community centers were up and running, children started coming. I realized that how will Sabha come if her mother is not allowing her to come? And that's when we started with our first parent learning circle, which led us to start with our effective parenting program. Eventually, as our fellowship ended in 2022, we set up 3 community centers. We were working with parents and children. Then we came up with the idea of working with parents of our children as partners and the youth. This is how we want to drive learning and social equity in our high-need communities, which would lead to building equitable communities that would refuse to give up on children. Right now at the center, the associates are the mothers of our children. One of them came up to me saying, Didi, this was just few days back, she came up to me saying, Didi, previously I used to identify myself as a wife of a rickshaw driver. Now today, I am proudly saying that I am an associate at the Panaah Communities. I want these such stories to come alive in 4,000 such families and impacting hence 10,000 children by the end of 2027.